Well, it's not that good. Let's just put it that way. My feet!
They're fusing together.
This is freaking me out.
Okay, just stay calm. I mean, it doesn't hurt, right?
We've risen from the briny depths of the sea to bring you a review of the Disney Channel film Scales: Mermaids Are Real. J-Man, what'd you think of Scales? Kind of cringe. Yeah, it's the story of a 12-year-old girl who does not realize she's a mermaid, does not realize that she lives in a town comprised of mermaids, does not realize that there are also mermaid hunters who want her blood.
It's possible that your blood may also have healing powers.
Which would make you very desirable to the hunters.
The hunter?
The hunters don't just want the mermaid blood for kicks. The mermaid blood can actually, it works as medicine. The main mermaid, her name is Siren, is that right? Yeah, she befriends a kid at school who has brittle bone disease. And of course his father is the hunter who is like, I want to cure my son's illness with that sweet, sweet mermaid blood. I think it has production values. It's like it's not super, super cheap, but it's just like kind of like the writing and the acting is pretty bad.
Spoil our path to violent first fire, wind.
Yeah. At the very end, this movie, even though it's about hunters chasing after mermaid blood, not entirely, but for a movie with hunters, it's not too violent until the very end.
Stay away from her!
What are you gonna do? Make small little waves?
You're forgetting something about yourself.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Your body's made up of 65% water.
Like magical wizard powers.
He just turns a part of coal.
Yeah, he just turns into a pile of clothes. It isn't even like, I don't know if you ever saw that 1966 Batman movie where they dehydrate all the world leaders and they turn into little piles of dust. This is much more like you see the water getting drawn out. But it's also like, not, I don't know how to even put it.
So, are you ready? In the book that humans are made up about 70% water.
65 is pretty close to 70, but listen, sure, maybe she's only a B+ biology student. For a whole movie about mermaids, you only really see, there's actually very little where you see the actual mermaids. They do a scene very, very reminiscent of Splash where she's in the bathtub and she transforms. But it's not like they don't spend a whole bunch of time underwater with all the mermaids, right? It's mainly like this girl and her parents and the mermaid, or her mom and the other mermaids. Like, we gotta tell her she's a mermaid.
So, yeah, that was a cringe movie.
Morgan Fairchild plays the school principal, who is also a mermaid. She's not in it very much. She's like more towards the end. And then you got Judy Tenuta, and I could have, we watched like the other YouTuber we saw who did this was Dana Gonzalez. He did a review of it, and I felt like he probably just cut out all the parts with Judy Tenuta, because maybe he didn't know who she is or whatever. No, Judy Tenuta does nothing in this movie. She has one line.
So lovely, honey. You've got nothing to be afraid of.
So all the Judy heads, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Scales: A Mermaid's Tale is a better title. I will tell these people to their faces. Or you could just call it Scales. You know, that's fine. But also the her scales aren't like the big thing in the movie. Her gills are. Like she gets gills, and then they got to cover up her gills. So they should have called this like Gills Mermaids Are Real. You know?
Don't explain what those mermaids do in the ocean of fervent playing over dance.
But what are mermaids supposed to do, Jason? What does any fish in the ocean do?
Know anything about mermaids or sirens? Let us.
Yeah, drop a comment if you're a mermaid or siren expert. Let us know what they're supposed to do for work. What kind of jobs do mermaids have? Well, J-Man, thanks once again for having me as your movie review buddy. I'll say bye-bye.
Bye.